Against Intellectual Property by Stephan Kinsella. Conclusion. We see then that a system of property rights in ideal objects necessarily requires violation of other individuals' property rights, for example, to use one's own tangible property as one sees fit. Such a system requires a new homesteading rule which subverts the first occupier rule. IP, at least in the form of patent and copyright, cannot be justified. It is not surprising that IP attorneys, artists and inventors often seem to take for granted the legitimacy of IP. However, those more concerned with liberty, truth and rights should not take for granted the institutionalized use of force used to enforce IP rights. Instead, we should reassert the primacy of individual rights over our bodies and homesteaded scarce resources. Against Intellectual Property by Stephan Kinsella. Appendix. Some questionable examples of patents and copyrights. Some exemplary U.S. patents. Christmas tree stand watering system. U.S. patent number 4993176, February 19, 1991. A Christmas tree watering stand shaped like Santa Claus. Initiation apparatus. U.S. patent number 819814, May 8, 1906. A harmless way of initiating a candidate into a fraternity by shocking him with electrodes. Method of exercising a cat. U.S. patent number 5443036 of August 22, 1995. Shining a laser light onto the floor to fascinate a cat and cause it to chase the light. A pat-on-the-back apparatus. U.S. patent number 4608967, September 2, 1986. Apparatus with simulated human hand to pat the user on the back. Hyper-Lightspeed Antenna. U.S. patent number 6025810, February 15, 2000. Poking hole in another dimension to transmit RF waves at faster than light speed, incidentally accelerating plant growth. Force-sensitive, sound-playing condom. U.S. patent number 5163447, November 17, 1992. Self-explanatory. For example, it could play Dixie. Method and system for placing a purchase order via a communications network. U.S. patent number 5960411, September 28, 1999. Amazon.com's one-click method for purchasing an item on the World Wide Web by a single mouse click. Financial Certificates Systems and Process, U.S. patent number 6017063, January 25, 2000. Inflation-indexed gift certificate or mutual fund share. Method and system for measuring leadership effectiveness. U.S. patent number 6007340, December 28, 1999. Assigned to Electronic Data Systems Corporation. Sanitary appliance for birds. U.S. patent number 2882858, April 22, 1959. A bird diaper. Religious soap. U.S. patent number 3936384, February 3, 1976. A bar of soap with religious design on one side and prayer on the other. And finally, a method of preserving the dead. U.S. patent number 748284, December 29, 1903. Preserving dead person's head in block of glass. Copyright law, while it has not led to as many clearly absurd applications, has also been extended greatly by the courts. Originally intended to cover literary works, the concept has been stretched so that authored works include computer programs and even machine language and object code, which is more analogous to a machine part such as a cam than to a literary work. Against Intellectual Property by Stephan Kinsella, published by the Ludwig von Mises Institute, Auburn, Alabama. The printed copy, available on the Mises.org website, contains all the footnotes and bibliography. The preceding audiobook was read by Jock Coates in Oxford, England, available on jockcoates.me. Against Intellectual Property by Stephan Kinsella,